Welcome to the next episode of Mindquest. Today I'm going to talk about having a vision. Now, I'm not talking about the psychic vision of I'm having a vision, but I'm talking about the importance of knowing where you want to go in life, knowing what you want to create in your life. Like, we all talk about creating a life of abundance and wanting freedom and happiness and just to live a beautiful, happy, abundant life. Some people are focused on money and riches and fast cars and big houses, and other people just want the time and freedom to be able to spend with their families and just get out in nature and travel and all of that. And as far as money is concerned, to have enough money just to not, for money not to actually be an issue. You know what I mean? And there's so many people have different ideas of abundance and an abundant life. But there is one thing that I have come to realize and know the importance of, and that is to have a clear vision of the future that I want to create. And you know, you hear people saying you got to know where you want to go. You've got to, you've got to see it in your mind and go for it. But the reality is that you really do need to have a clear, precise vision of the future that you want to be living in. So much so that it has to be detailed. When I started my training with the online company that I'm with at the moment, the Six Figure Mentors, I couldn't believe the level of mindfulness training and self-development and the importance that it is. And I've always been interested and aware of self-development and all of this, but I'm only realizing now, well, have been since I've been doing the training that I'm doing, the absolute importance of it. And part of my training, part of one of the modules, one of the tasks was to write down your ideal day, and it was like without any limitations. But another one of the tasks that we had to do was to write down your vision of the future. Where are you? What country are you living in? What type of a house are you living in? You had to know the detailed ins and outs of the house, like how it looked, how it smelled, how it touched, the textures, everything. And the reason why it said that is because when you write down your absolute vision of the future, which can change, you can go back to it every 3 months or so and dicky around with it, but the importance of writing down your vision with the detail of your 5 senses, your sight, your smell, your hearing, your touch, your taste, and knowing the importance of it. It just is so important. And I did the task, and it has stood to me to this day. I can close my eyes and I can literally be in my dream house. I can be in any room of that dream house. I know exactly what it looks like. I know exactly what's on the floor, whether it's carpet, whether it's wood. I know where the light comes in, through what windows in the living space, the open plan area, the kitchen. I know the texture of the kitchens. I know the smell of what's cooking. I know what I see outside. I can just close my eyes and I'm there. The detail is just as if it's real. When I close my eyes, I'm there. And I wouldn't have had that level of detail and that vision if I hadn't have written it down, and written it down with all of my senses involved. And today it can sound cheesy, but to give you an example, part of my vision of the future writing. I put down, like, I wake up in the most enormous bed and the sheets feel crisp and clean because they were only put on the night before. I put my feet down to a thick woolen mat at the side of my bed and the sun is shining in and I can feel the sunshine hit my thighs and my feet as I'm sitting on the side of my bed. I breathe in the air and I just feel so grateful and I say thank you for another day. I then look over and I see the wooden staircase that goes to the mezzanine, which brings me to a triangular window outlooking the fields to the west. And I get my meditation stool and I kneel down on the soft mat that I have there in its place and I meditate and I go through all the details. When I go back downstairs, I can smell what coffee is cooking. I know that the sun is shining in and it's hitting off the wooden worktop on the island. The details are just there, but it's when I touch things, I know what they feel like. I know what I'm smelling. I know what I'm seeing. I know what I'm hearing. I can hear the music. I can't remember what music it was, but at the time I can go and revisit that and change whatever choice of music I have and just hear it. As long as I close my eyes and I'm listening to it and I can hear whatever sounds are coming over the speakers that are built into the ceiling. The detail is unbelievable. And it just gives me a level of focus that when I'm having a tough day and when I'm on this laptop here and I'm writing an article or I'm researching whatever I need to research for my company, I am, as I said, if I'm having a down day and things aren't working out and I'm getting stressed, just like this morning, I had a lot on my mind. And when I started to meditate, I found it really, really difficult to quieten my mind. And then all of a sudden, I decided that I was meditating in the living area of my ideal home. And all of a sudden, my distraction was taken away from the voices and all of the stuff that was going on in my head, and I was there. And even when I came out of the meditation, I was re-energized because I know what I'm doing here is getting me towards that future that I have, the vision that is so crystal clear. So I know I'm rambling on here, but I just want to reiterate the importance of having a clear vision of what it is that you want to create for yourself in the future. Now, I know the importance of living in the now and the present, but we need goals. We need to be able to work towards something, and it can't be just well, I'd like to be happy, or well, we'd all like to be happy. But if you have this clarity, just knowing what your surroundings are like, who you are surrounded by, how you feel when you're there, what country it's in. Is it a hot country? Is it a cool country? Is it whatever? But if there's anything practical that I can offer you to do today, it is get a piece of paper, write down your ideal day and include whatever country you're living in. Include the dream home that you live in that country of choice. Include the textures, the tastes, the smells, the sounds, everything. Write it all down and read it out loud. And read it to yourself in the morning and before you go to bed. Read it until you don't have to read it anymore. Read it until you can simply close your eyes and you're there. And at times when you're feeling stressed, you can just go right there. And just like I did today, it's like I was re-energized. I was reminded of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So I really, really hope, as I said, you got some information that might help you in some way, shape or form. So again, please subscribe to this channel, like, share, comment, send me suggestions, whatever it is. And I look forward to talking to you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.